Recently Opacity 1.4 was released, and it has a new feature which allows iPhone programmers to export Cocoa Touch classes from vector graphics. This means for me, I can visually lay out a UIView class. Then I just generate source code from it and use it in my iPhone app without writing a single line of code. If layout changes need to be made, I'm pretty flexible. As part of one of my iPhone apps, I created this color bubble you see right here. It's a UIView made in Opacity with a UI text view inside. It's used in my iPhone app to post messages to the user's Twitter profile. The color of the color bubble changes with positive or negative callbacks from the Twitter server. With Opacity 1.4 I was able to realize this custom view class in the length of 1 cup of coffee. Otherwise I had probably to deal with more or less complicated geometry calculations. So here's a little tutorial for you guys, for those who want to use this feature or want to dive into it or want to share some thoughts or ideas. I start Xcode and choosing a new project, a view-based one for this demo. I call it Opacity Demo and save it to the desktop. Then I create a new Opacity file. I'm choosing a blank iPhone template. 300 by 320 are fine. I draw a rounded rectangle with a black and white gradient. I want to save this one directly into the classes folder of my Xcode project. The name should be BubbleView.
I don't want no meat, I don't want no meat.
Now Opacity asks me if I want to add this one to my Xcode project. I add this one. You see, it lives right there. By now I'm ready to set the factory settings. Build on save is a nice feature, and the file names which got generated, I want to call them also BubbleView. And they need to be saved in the classes folder also, because then later I got this nice little dialog box. The format should be source code and language should be Cocoa Touch. The class, I want to call it BubbleView also. Save. Now here's our nice little dialog box, and I added this one and it appears in my Xcode project right there. BubbleView.h, BubbleView.m. See, that's all the spaghetti code Opacity generated for us. It describes this rounded rectangle with a black and white gradient and a stroke. Well, to see this custom view in action, we just need to add it to our view controller. Just import it. Yeah, and of course in the view.load method some alloc in it. Okay, please note that I set a background color, a clear background color on my BubbleView class. Let's see how this looks in Simulator. Oh wait, pretty much the same pie. That's how I like it. This is a nice little square, but now we want to make a custom, compelling graphics, good-looking UIView class. Let's tune this a little bit. Okay, I'm adding some filter effects to it and save it and see how it looks in Simulator. Note, every time I hit the save button, the class files in Xcode get generated again, and I got an updated view here. No hassle with making low-res images from high-res source images and re-import stuff into Xcode. See how I go ahead and making out of this a call-out BubbleView. Now I can go ahead and add some property variables to my class. After I have entered a name here, you see that all color fields get kind of a shadow behind it, and that means I can bind this. And now I bind it to one of my gradient colors. See? Save. Well, by now, my bubble view class has a new property, color 1. Let's set it to orange. Build and run. Gradient color turned orange. Well, purple looked a bit better. Build and run. As you can see, I created this UIView class in a couple of minutes. Well, that's my state of the art for now. And if you guys know anything more about this, leave some advices or some comments on the YouTube channel, or maybe even a video response. Okay folks, that's it for now. Meet me another day on the Spicy Apps YouTube channel, introducing one of my spicy screencasts.